So as we heard that beautiful proclamation just before the gospel, a holy day has dawned upon us. Today a great light has appeared upon the earth. We need to remember again and again the absolute wonder of what this day is. It is so easy to get smothered by the commercialization of Christmas, but even more so to look at how small this child is and presume that he's not significant. And yet the mystery of this is the absolute opposite. What God has done is he's brought, in a sense, the whole of the glory of God into something so small. The gospel we just heard, this is John's famous way of trying to capture this mystery. And the way he describes this is using a word which was very much part of Greek philosophy, this word logos, or here it's translated as the word. What the understanding of this idea of logos was, it was like the very divine reason, the very mind of God, the very essence of being which has held the whole world in existence. And he's saying that has become flesh in our midst. This is more than just an anointed child who's going to grow up to become a good prophet. This is the very heart of God who has come into our midst so that we can gaze upon him face to face. All the way through the Old Testament, it said that no one could see the face of God and live. And yet here, God has taken on a human face so that we can gaze upon him in adoration and wonder. As John goes on to say, that the light has come into the world, but the world did not recognize him because our hearts have been shrouded in darkness. But for those who do see him and do recognize him, they have been given power to become children of God. It's by us recognizing the humility of God and then humbling ourselves to bow down before him. That is where the light penetrates our darkness. It's when we stop worshipping ourselves and making ourselves the center of the universe that suddenly our hearts are open again to see our Creator, the one who loved us into existence. And in doing so, our hearts find what we're truly yearning for. There's this beautiful quote by Pope Benedict XVI where he said, "The happiness you're searching for, the joy that you're trying to find, it has a face and a name. It is Jesus Christ." We come here to seek him because our hearts know that they cannot find fulfillment anywhere else. But we need to really pray that our eyes can be open to see the one who's in our midst. Let's really pray that the Spirit of God can turn our hearts this day to a place of genuine worship. It is in the process of glorifying God that our hearts are open to seeing God. So let's really adore. Let's really come into a place of absolute wonder. And particularly as we now come to the Eucharist, where very, very literally we receive the Christ child into our very hearts. Let's pray that our hearts could be opened to be filled with grace and truth, as John promises, so that we truly are restored again to our true identity as children of God.